3 years ago, my world was forever altered when I fell head over heels for Korean dramas. Little did I know that this newfound passion would ignite a burning desire within me to explore the city of Seoul, South Korea. Fast forward to today, and I've finally embarked on an adventure of a lifetime. In this video, I am thrilled to take you on a journey through the heart of Seoul as we go into 27 incredible experiences that this city has to offer. I'm breaking this video down into 4 categories, with 1 being actual sites or locations to see, 2 self-care experiences, 3 food and coffee, and 4 shopping. So let's get right into these unforgettable moments and memories that Seoul has to offer. Number 1 is to rent a hanbok and visit the beautiful Gyeongbokgung Palace. Be sure to catch the changing of the guard ceremony here because it truly is a very authentic and awesome cultural experience. And also make sure to walk around the beautiful gardens. The courtyard and the palace grounds are just stunning. Renting and wearing a hanbok was honestly such a fun experience, and I highly recommend it. Not to mention, if you wear a hanbok, you get free admission to the palace. There are a bunch of hanbok rental shops right outside the palace, so it's really easy to access one. And I believe we paid about $60 for 2 outfits for 4 hours. After visiting the palace, you can make your way over to the Pukchon Hanok village. This is about a 20-minute walk over from the palace, and it's a village made up of traditional Korean houses, so it's really aesthetically beautiful. You can walk around and respectfully enjoy the beautiful homes because yes, there are people living there, and you can also spend some time at a cafe having some coffee in the surrounding area. My one tip is that I don't know that I would recommend wearing the hanbok all the way to the village, only because it was really hot out that day and it was a little bit of a far walk, and some of the walk is on a very steep incline, so it was a little difficult at times, but it was still worth it, and I still got some beautiful photos and footage out of it. Number 3, take the cable car up to Namsan Tower and do this during sunset for the best views of the entire city of Seoul. And my goodness, up at the top of the tower, it is such a vibe during sunset, so make sure you do this. The cable car will bring you to the base of the tower, so to Namsan Tower Park, and then you can choose to get another ticket to actually go inside the tower to the observation deck. Number 4, do not leave Namsan Tower without locking away your love. And trust me when I say that these locks are permanent and they will not break no matter what. You can either bring your own lock beforehand, or you can also purchase a lock from the gift shop at the base of the tower. There are also a few restaurants and cafes and snack bars at the top, so you can really hang out here for a bit. Number 5 is to visit Hiker Ground. Hiker Ground is a Korean tourism publicity center where visitors can experience different things like K-pop and K-culture. The center has a few different floors, and each floor has a different theme. There's even one floor for K-pop and a section on K-dramas as well. I even got to see some of the staff dancing to current trending K-pop music, and that was a lot of fun. 6 is to walk along the Cheonggyecheon stream, which is basically a canal that divides the northern and southern parts of Seoul on that side of the Han River. It's a nice walk, and you can also get it right outside the Hiker Ground Center. Number 7, make your way over to the other side of the Han River into Gangnam and visit the iconic Starfield Library in the COEX Mall. The library is gorgeous, and you will see a lot of people over on the 2nd floor actually doing some work. There's a Starbucks and another coffee shop on the 1st floor, so you can grab some coffee and go up to the 2nd floor and relax and just observe. It's a great place for people watching. Not to mention, the Starbucks there actually had this delicious olive bread with fresh garlic inside it, and it was so good. Number 8, while you're on this side of the river, is to visit the Banpo Hangang Park and watch the evening Banpo Bridge light show, which is spectacular. Now the thing to do here is to grab ramen from a convenience store nearby and then come and eat it by the river. So if you have the chance to do that, do it and really soak in the Seoul night experience. Number 9 is to go to the Nanta Theater cooking show. Now let me tell you, I did not have high expectations for this show at all, but oh my goodness, I'm so glad I went because it was spectacular. It really reminded me of a mini musical Broadway show, and yes, it was musical. There were no words, so that was nice considering I do not speak Korean at all, but I highly recommend that you go here. It was really fun, really entertaining, and hilarious as well. I'll have a link down below in the description box if you want to buy tickets for the show. 10. Visit the neighborhood of Insadong. Insadong is a really hipster but traditional neighborhood with a lot of traditional tea houses, dessert shops, and boutique shops that you can go visit. It's a super cute neighborhood to walk around, and I highly recommend that you check it out. 11 is to visit the neighborhood of Itaewon. Itaewon is known as the international neighborhood, so they have a lot of different international cuisines, a lot of halal food as well, and the mosque is in the neighborhood also. There's a huge nightlife scene, so there's plenty to do if you are a night owl. And of course, they had to pay homage to the drama Itaewon Class, which is one of my favorites. Let's move on to self-care. If you know anything about Korea, you know that self-care and treatments are huge. So if you're going there, I highly recommend you get some things done. Number 12 is to go get a color analysis. This was such a fun experience and really insightful as well. The image consultant basically analyzed my scalp and then put a bunch of different fabric colors near my face to determine which color palette looks best on me. This was really fun, and it has definitely made my shopping for clothes so much easier now. So I highly recommend that you get this done. I will leave the details down below for where this place was. Number 13 is to go to a scalp spa and get a scalp treatment done. This was fabulous. They steamed your scalp and they scaled your scalp and put some other good stuff in it, and it was really relaxing and a nice experience, and my scalp and my hair felt great afterwards. 14 is to get a facial. I will leave a link down below in the description so that you can book your appointment and at this location as well. I didn't realize that Seoul had such a huge coffee culture, but they really do, and that's why it's so necessary to be caffeinated while you are in Seoul, because you need all that energy to do all the walking and sightseeing and food eating. But let me tell you, go to as many coffee shops as you can. The coffee is delicious. There are literally coffee shops and coffee stalls everywhere. And don't worry, I'm gonna give you specific coffee shops in a little bit, so just hang in there. Number 16, you cannot leave South Korea without getting the infamous Korean barbecue and fried chicken. We went to a halal place called Busanjib in Myeongdong, which was delicious. I can't stop thinking about the fried chicken until this day, so make sure you give it a go. Number 17 is to go to the famous Myeongdong night market and shopping street. Myeongdong is the hub where most tourists stay, and for good reason, because it's close to a lot of the tourist sites and locations and things to do. This place really comes alive at night with all the night markets and the different food stall vendors. There are so many options that you can totally have a full meal here. And this street also has all of the skincare shopping for clothes, jewelry, anything and everything. And make sure to bring cash for the street food vendors because most of them don't accept card. Number 18, if you want to splurge on breakfast, then I highly recommend that you go to the market for breakfast at the Four Seasons Hotel. Here you can try a variety of traditional Korean dishes along with continental breakfast options as well. Honestly, the options are endless and the quality was top notch. There is a ton of variety, and there's just so much food that honestly, this will probably account for 2 of your meals during the day. We paid $60 per person for this meal, and it's an all-you-can-eat buffet style. And yes, do not worry because they did have halal food options as well. They had a whole halal section with a few dishes, so you have options. Number 19 is to visit the Netflix-made famous Gwangjang Market, or Kwangchang Market, as they spell it with the K on the building. It's the same thing. If you're looking to eat some authentic Korean street food, this is the place where you need to go. I will warn you though, there's a ton of stalls and it's a little chaotic, so don't go around peak times, but it's chaotic in a good way. And it's a great place to try a ton of different things. Finally, some of those cute cafes and coffee shops I promised you earlier. Number 20 is to go to the Kakao Friends at the Kakao Friends flagship store in Hongdae. You can check out the store and all the cute stuff beforehand and then go up to the second floor to the cafe. The cafe has really adorable desserts and pastries, delicious coffee, and the seating is aesthetically so zen and beautiful. Number 21, this place was my absolute favorite and I was so excited to come here, is the Cheongsudang Cafe. This place takes Zen on a whole nother level and it's one of the most aesthetically pleasing Hanok style cafes in Seoul. We got the black sesame cheesecake, which honestly grew on me as I kept eating it, the egg coffee, and the matcha cream latte. Let me tell you, if you come for anything here, come for the matcha latte because it was so creamy and so delicious. I'm still thinking about it till this day. I really did just love the vibe here and love the fact that it was just relaxing and peaceful, so I highly recommend that you do make a pit stop here while you're out on your travels because the drinks are really good and it's just a beautiful space. Number 22 is another coffee shop called Urban Plant. Their signature thing to eat here is their famous pretzels, and let me tell you, they are so delicious. They have sweet and savory ones, and their hazelnut iced coffee is really delicious as well. I believe there are a few different branches. The one I went to was in Myeongdong, in the same building as the Le Méridien and Moxy hotels. Number 23, you have probably seen this place plastered all over social media, but 23 is the Onion Anguk Cafe. This is another Hanok style coffee shop and cafe. They have pastries, little snacks, coffees, teas, and as you can see, it's definitely a very aesthetically cool and aesthetically pleasing place to hang out at, sit down. Unfortunately, I didn't actually dine here because it was a 2-hour wait when I got there midday, so if you do want to go, I'd suggest getting there really early in the morning or waiting in line at least an hour or two. But I was able to walk right in just to see what the cafe looked like and what kind of pastries they had. Korean skincare is known to be best in class, and that's why you cannot leave Seoul without visiting Olive Young, which is like the Sephora of South Korea. Here you can buy all the skincare products that you can possibly dream of. 25 is to go to the Dongdaemun area and go visit the various shopping malls. There are a ton here, and there's even some street shopping as well, so kind of like something you would find on Canal Street in New York City. Make sure you bring your passport too, because a lot of places are duty-free. 26 is to shop around the neighborhood of Hongdae. Hongdae has a vast shopping street and is known to be one of the hippest and trendiest neighborhoods in Seoul. It borders Hanjuk University, hence its name, and it really reminded me of the NYU area in New York City. And number 27 is to go to the Myeongdong shopping street and hit up the Nike store. In the Nike store, you can customize your very own hat, t-shirt, or sweatshirt. And this is such a fun and cute experience, so highly recommend that you do this while you're in the Myeongdong shopping street. There you have it. There are 27 awesome things for you to do on your next trip to Seoul. This trip really was a dream come true, and I cannot wait to be back. If you got any value from this video at all, make sure to go ahead and hit that like and subscribe button to make sure you are notified anytime I upload similar videos. I'll catch you in the next video.